guys, so The Life of a Showgirl has been out for a month now, so I thought that I would talk about the album and show you guys the vinyl variant that I got, and then also talk about other media that I've been consuming recently. So I originally was gonna make this video like right after the album came out, right when I got my vinyl in the mail. I pre-ordered the purple shiny bug edition, but the online discourse about this album was so annoying that I was like, I don't want to talk about this and I want everyone to stop talking about it. If you're on TikTok, you know it was awful. Like the hate, the like crazy accusations I don't even want to talk about because I don't even want to like keep talking about it. But I was just like, I just need people to listen to the album and enjoy it and like stop talking about it. So now a month later, I feel like the chatter has died down a lot, so now I can talk about it. So I was super excited to hear that she was not working with Jack Antonoff on this album and that she was working with Max Martin and Shellback, who she has worked with before. I do love some of Jack Antonoff's stuff and they've created like so many amazing songs together, but after Torture Poets Department, I personally was just like, okay, a lot of this sounds the same. Like, I would love an electric guitar or a drum in these songs. Yeah, the production on the album just was not for me. So I was super, super excited that she was working with Max Martin and Shellback on this. So the night that it came out, which was like the Thursday night, I was at an event with my friend who also loves her. And then we left the event at like 9 o'clock so we could listen to the album on the way home. And I just remember listening to it and then, like, lyrics aside, just the production, I was like, this is the best thing I've ever heard. This is the best album she's ever put out. I don't feel that way now, but I think I was like so pleasantly surprised by just how it sounded. Now I would say, I don't even know where it would fall in my ranking. I think I need some more time with it, but I kind of listened to it for like 2 weeks and then stopped listening to it, and then I actually put it on today while I was getting ready to film this, and then I was like, oh wait, this is actually really good. Why did I stop listening to this? Okay, so I have my official ranking for all of the songs on the album. So my favorite, the one song that I have continued to listen to over the past month is Ruin the Friendship. I love how it sounds. I think it sounds like a Fearless or like Red song. It just sounds like old Taylor, which I love. If you're not familiar with the lore behind this song is about who the song Forever Winter is about. So she had this friend in high school and he was the first person that she would always play her songs to. And I think she kind of lost touch with him as she got more famous and was touring and stuff. And then it's kind of shown in this song that she had feelings for him. And then kind of after they lost touch, he ended his life. And the song is just really emotional, and this whole story is so sad. But if you listen to Forever Winter, you can also tell it's about that. Then my number 2 is Father Figure. I'm obsessed with that song. All the edits on TikTok are so good to it. Just like Stranger Things edits and just edits from different shows and movies and stuff. But this song, some people think it's about Olivia Rodrigo. I think that's kind of unlikely. I think it's probably more about Scott Borchetta, and there's like a change in perspective in the song. So I think the beginning of the song is like him speaking to her, and then it changes to her speaking to him at the end. But love the sound of it, love the lyrics, just 10 out of 10, great song. Then number 3, The Fate of Ophelia. A really good lead single. The music video is awesome. Yeah, it's about Travis, obviously. Okay, 4, Wood. When this came out, I think a lot of people like thought it was really cringe, but I think it's fun. I like it. I love how it sounds. It's a bop, what can I say? Then 5, Elizabeth Taylor. The drop on that song is so good. Like lyrically isn't my favorite, but it's fun to listen to. Number 6 is Honey. That one's really cute. 7, The Life of a Showgirl. The lyrics on that one are really good. 8, Actually Romantic. Again, like this is just a conversation I'm so sick of everyone having. I don't even want to talk about her and Charlie. Like, all I'm gonna say is this probably isn't a direct response to only Sympathy is a Knife. Like, they clearly have a relationship outside of what we've seen that we don't know of. So that's all I'm gonna say. 9, Opalite. I feel like Opalite is like a lot of people's top, but for some reason, I don't know, I think it's like too musical theater for me. Then Wishlist, and then my bottom 2 are Eldest Daughter and Cancelled. I just like really don't like those. Except Eldest Daughter is number 11 because I do like the bridge. It's very emotional and cute. And then yeah, Cancelled, you know, I wouldn't say it's for me. But anyway, I'm gonna show the variant that I got. So I think this was like one of the first variants that she put out. I obviously didn't know how many she was gonna put out, and like you don't know which one you're gonna like the best, so I just like went ahead and got this because I may not be good at the stock market, but I'm good at the Swiftie vinyl market and I know where to put my money. So if she releases something and says it's limited edition, this is going to be the only release, I know in 5 years this is going to be worth $300. So that's why I went with this instead of the normal standard cover with the orange vinyl. I also just like this better, and I like the actual color of the vinyl better than the orange. But yeah, that's the front, and then it has like a really glossy front. I don't know how to explain it. Like, it feels like a magazine. And then this is the picture on the inside, which I love. It's so cute. And then there's this weird little like flap thing, and this is a poem. I'm pretty sure that there's a different poem on each edition of the vinyl. But this is the vinyl. I think it's so pretty. It's like a shiny marbled purple. And then it also comes with this lyric booklet, and I don't know if these are the same pictures as the other editions. But yeah, I also love the photo shoot for this album. I think it's really cool. And she had so many different looks and so many different photos. Okay, so for some more life updates, right now I'm reading In My Dreams I Hold a Knife, which I really, really like. It's a murder mystery, and it's about this group of friends that met in college, and there was a murder in their friend group, and it's like dual timelines. So it's like while they were in college, and then they're all visiting their college again for homecoming for like their 10-year reunion or something, and even 10 years later they're still trying to figure out who murdered their friend. It honestly is like a hot gossip session. Like, I just feel like when I'm reading it, I'm gossiping about college kids, which is really fun. It definitely is a good book to get me out of my reading slump. I got it from Libby. I'm just like reading on my phone. I need to transfer it to my Kindle. But yeah, I'll do a full review at some point later when I finish it, but I really like it so far. And I also have been watching a lot of movies recently, especially because it was Halloween. I've been watching like all horror movies. Sinners got re-released in IMAX, so I saw it in IMAX 70mm, and it was even better than the first time I saw it. Like, I saw it when it was originally released earlier this year, and I loved it so much more the second time. And seeing it in IMAX, it was so crazy. So if you haven't seen that, I definitely recommend it. Also, if you can see that in the theater, I would recommend. I mean, I think all movies are better in the theater, but like that one specifically is. And then I also watched the Texas Chainsaw Massacre for the first time. I watched it the week of Halloween. I thought it was just like put me in the Halloween mood, and I really liked it. Just the cinematography is so beautiful. I like how short it is. The acting's really good. Like, what's her name? The main girl in it was really good. Marilyn Burns, she played Sally. I feel like in a lot of movies, or specifically horror movies, like these terrible things happen and the characters are just like in survival mode, so you don't really see them that traumatized, but she looks so traumatized throughout the whole movie, which I really, really liked and I thought was realistic. I also saw the first Black Phone. I haven't seen the second one yet, but I saw the first one and that stuck with me. It was really scary and really disturbing. The subject matter is really disturbing. I think a lot of times in horror movies I've noticed, and I was thinking about this in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre too, a lot of times there isn't like a reference to SA, where I think a lot of times in real life crimes are driven by that, and you kind of think like it's just not touched on in the movie, but I think it was really referenced in the Black Phone. It wasn't explicitly stated, but I think you can draw the conclusion that that's what was happening, and that was like really hard to watch. But I think what I really like about horror is it touches on topics that like normal movies don't touch on. So specifically in the Black Phone, because this came out so long ago, I'm just going to talk about it. So if you haven't seen it, then you can skip. But I'm just talking about the first movie. I haven't seen the second one. Basically the villain is called the Grabber, and he kidnaps little boys and puts them in his basement. And a lot of the movie is about how to defend yourself and also like stranger danger. And I think that those are two topics that really stood out to me in the movie as being important. So if you're walking down the street and a stranger drops his groceries and asks you to help him, don't help him. It could be a ploy to get you into his van. And then also really like teaching your children how to fight and how to get out of a dangerous situation. And that part of it really stuck with me for a really long time. And I was thinking about the movie for days after. So I definitely would recommend it. It was good. And there were like good jump scares in it too. I also watched The Monkey, which is directed by Osgood Perkins, and it's based off of a Stephen King short story. So I have not read the short story, and the director also directed Longlegs, which I haven't seen. I need to watch that like soon. But that movie, I mean, it's a horror comedy, like a dark comedy, so I thought it was just like fun vibes. It has creative kills. It's not like a ton of substance to the movie, but I thought it was good. And at the beginning of the month, I saw One Battle After Another in IMAX, which I highly recommend. We've had such good movies this year. That is definitely one of the top, maybe the best movie this year. I also saw that in IMAX, which if you can't see it in IMAX, I recommend. I'm sure it'll be in the theaters for a really long time. I'm not even gonna like speak on that. I'm just like not ready to fully break it down or anything, but it was very, very good. Another life update, sorry for the jump scare. I got this helix piercing like 2 weeks ago, and I love it. I've wanted it for a really long time, but it's so swollen and red, and it's like throbbing. And I don't know if that's like normal or if it's infected, because I went to Studs, which I recommend. I really liked it, but they gave me a little pamphlet that was like, oh, like redness, if it's swollen, like discomfort, that's normal, don't freak out. So I'm just spraying my saline on it twice a day, but it's like throbbing. So I don't know. I don't know what to do. If I go back to the mall where I got it pierced, I think I'm just gonna pop in and be like, does this look normal? But if anyone has any tips for healing a helix piercing, please let me know. I know the main ones are just like, don't touch it, spray saline on it twice a day, don't sleep on it, that's it. And you just have to do that for a year. But I don't know if I should like soak it in saline or just leave it alone. But anyway, that is my discussion on the life of a showgirl and all the media that I consumed in October. Please let me know if there are any other videos that you'd like to see from me. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!